what was growing up like for me? Growing up was fun. I grew up in Surulere in Lagos, here in Nigeria. I grew up in a block of flats, and so I had many children around me. They were mostly Igbo, so I fell in love with Igbo culture when I was young. So it was a very, very happy childhood. Lots of my family, my cousins, neighbors, we just had a lot of fun. We used to act plays, play with sand, play with food, sing songs. It was fun. It was fun growing up, yes. Okay, about my family. So I come from a family of 4 children from my mother and my dad. It's a bit complicated. We have an unusual family. So my mom, my first brother is my half brother really. And then my mom had 3 children with my dad. So I have an older brother who is in his 50s. I have an older sister, she's a doctor. My first brother, he's an engineer. My sister, she's a doctor, she's a consultant, she's a doctor. Then there's me, and then there's my younger brother who studied accountancy. My father is a consultant gynecologist and obstetrician. My father is 90, he's going to be 91 in January, so my father is quite old. And my mom is 81 this year, she's a retired banker. So that's my family, sort of. And then my own nuclear family, I'm married to Olaiton. Olaiton is a project manager and he works with IHS. We have 2 children together. My first son is 14, his name is Olufoimola, and my daughter is 7, her name is Angela Olua. So what motivates me to be successful? Why do I want to be successful? It's a tricky one because the way I was brought up, I think success, for my parents, success was never defined in terms of financial worth. The way I was brought up to really, really believe in success as representing a good name, a good reputation, being able to be there for your family, being able to live a decent life, nothing too extravagant, but working hard for everything that you want to achieve. So for me, it wasn't really, in terms of success, it wasn't really something I defined as a position in life. It was just being able to meet my basic needs, the needs of people that I love, being able to just live well and have a good name. And at the same time, being conscious of the fact, because my parents brought us up to believe that if you're gifted, if you have a talent, then you have a responsibility to manifest that talent to the fullest of your potential, right? So that was sort of what motivated me to keep working hard, to keep ensuring, because my parents, they loved all of us sort of unconditionally, and they you sort of felt like, I want to make them proud, I want to make them happy, I want to make all this that they've invested in, I want to justify it. So yes, that definitely motivated me when I was a young lawyer. And I think also just being able to be my authentic self, expressing the things that I know and using that to help people solve problems. So it was the elevation, so the promotions, I think they were sort of coincidental, more like the collateral effect of just being able to do what I know how to do, what I enjoy doing it well, and feeling that what I was doing made an impact on all the clients that I was servicing. So yes, I think, what would I change if I could go back on my with my career journey? What would I change? I think that something I would have changed is like in the middle when I was having all the fun with my work and reveling in it, and I wish I could have carried my husband along better, because I got very single-minded, I got very focused, and there was a time when that my job was everything. It was just everything, and it wasn't because anybody was making demands on me. It was because I just enjoyed what I did. I just couldn't understand, why can't I stay in the office till 11? So why can't I just let me just do it the way I like. I wish I could have fixed those years. I could have balanced things better at that middle stage of my career. that I would have liked to change, yes. There are many unforgettable happies. I think one of my most unforgettable happies is finding out that I was pregnant with my daughter. You know, I said my son is 14, but my daughter is 7. So I waited 7 years for my daughter to come along. And I obsessed over my son for a long time. My husband and I doted on my son for a very long time. We were sort of obsessed with him, but I'd always wanted a daughter because I've been dreaming of pink, you know, I'm wearing pink, dressing her up in pink, twinning and all of that. I really did want a daughter. And so when I found out I was pregnant, that was exciting. When I found out that it was a girl, now that was super. So I think the only other thing that matched up to that was when I gave birth to her. It was unforgettable. The feeling was unforgettable. Yeah. Unforgettable, sad. I don't want to get too emotional on this, but I think the worst day of my life was July 3rd, 2021, when my niece died. My 14-year-old niece died of brain cancer. It was terrible. It was terrible. It was a terrible day. That's the worst day ever of